They said your life was over at 70, but they were completely wrong. My name is Elias, and today I am speaking to you. Not to everyone, but to the person who has been carrying silence inside for too long. Maybe you've felt it too, that ache in the chest when people look through you, like your story no longer matters, like you're just someone who used to be important, like your voice, your dreams, your presence, faded with the candles on your last birthday. But let me tell you something, from the depths of my heart, you are still here. And if you're still here, it means something. It means your life is not a fading sunset. It's a fire waiting to rise again. People forget that with age comes not only wrinkles but wisdom that no book can teach. They forget that a 70-year-old heart can love deeper than ever before. You've survived heartbreak, disappointment, loneliness, and you still find a way to smile. That strength, it's more valuable than any trophy. You are not behind in life. You are ahead. You've seen what others haven't, felt what many fear. They call it getting old, but I call it becoming rare. And rare things, like diamonds, like ancient trees, only grow more precious with time. You are no exception. Maybe you've slowed down physically, but your soul, it still knows how to dance. It still knows the rhythm of joy, even if the steps have changed. It still craves connection, laughter, meaning, and if the world can't see that, then let this message be your mirror. A reminder that you are not invisible. You are not done. There are still sunrises to witness, people to meet, stories to share, and today might just be the beginning of your most powerful chapter. Not because you're younger, but because now, you're finally free to be fully you. So, to you watching this now, maybe with tears, maybe with a hopeful heart, don't believe the lies they told you. You're not a chapter that ended. You're a story that just found its soul. You've earned the right to start over, to fall in love with life again. Not despite your age, but because of it, you've earned peace. Yes, but also excitement. And from this day forward, let no one, not even you, say your life is over, because as long as you breathe, there's still beauty left to live. And believe me, it's waiting for you. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like no one saw you? Like the world became faster and louder while you quietly faded into the background? It's a cruel trick life plays, making people forget the pillars that once held it all together. But I see you. I see the woman who raised children, held hands through sickness, and stood strong when life crumbled. I see the man who worked through pain, kept families fed, and never asked for praise. You were never invisible. They just stopped looking. But that doesn't make you disappear. It makes you essential in a way most people never understand. It makes you real. And even if no one claps for you, I will, because waking up every day, carrying decades of memories, grief, love, and loss, and still moving forward. That's a quiet kind of bravery. You don't wear capes, you wear patience. You wear humility. You wear stories on your skin that most people are too young to even imagine. And there is nothing ordinary about that. So if you ever doubt your worth, if you ever feel like time stole your value, remember this. You were never less than. You just became someone the world wasn't ready to fully honor. But now, let's do something different. Let's honor you. Let's bring you back to your own light. It is not about going back in time. It is about letting your light shine today, exactly as you are. Let's remind the world that experience has a heartbeat. That age isn't silence. It's a louder kind of wisdom. You don't have to shout. You don't have to prove anything. You just have to exist fully, because that alone changes everything. So don't lower your voice to fit in a room that forgot your value. Don't shrink your dreams because someone else thinks time has run out. It's just begun. The best parts of you, the parts that took years to bloom, are finally ready to be seen. And I'm here to witness that, because you matter. You always did. And now, it's time for you to believe it too. It's your turn to feel whole again. Did you know that Grandma Moses started painting at 76? She didn't go to art school. She didn't wait for permission. She simply picked up a brush and let her soul speak. And the world listened. Because age doesn't steal talent. It just gives it deeper meaning. And that's the truth no one talks about. Your passions never expired. Your gifts never vanished. They've just been waiting for the right time. And maybe that time is now. Maybe now is when you finally write that book, plant that garden, or start something brand new. Not to impress anyone, not to chase approval, but to feel alive again. Because life after 60 doesn't have to be quiet. It can be bold, it can be full of color and chaos and joy. It can be yours, in a way it never was before, and that's something to celebrate. The world needs more stories of people like you, who rise again and again, not because they have something to prove, but because they know there's still more to feel, to give, to create. Let others chase youth. You'll have something better. Soul. And soul never ages. It just deepens, sharpens, awakens. So don't let the noise of age define you. Let your actions remind them what wisdom looks like in motion. And then, keep going. You were never meant to fade away. You were meant to bloom in your time, and if you've waited for permission, this is it. This is your sign. Pick up the brush. Speak the truth. Do the thing. Live again. And if this message stirred something inside you, write in the comments, asterisk, asterisk, my fire still burns. Loss has a way of wrapping itself around us, like fog. You don't always see it coming, but you feel it. The empty chair, the quiet room, the phone that doesn't ring anymore. You've lost people, you've lost places, routines, even parts of yourself. And sometimes, it feels like the more you live, the more you lose. But here's what no one says. You're still standing. You've carried grief with grace, and that makes you braver than most. We often think healing means forgetting. But healing really means remembering. Without breaking, it means smiling at the memory, even with tears in your eyes. It means knowing love so deeply that its absence hurts, but its presence changed you forever. And guess what? You get to keep the love. It didn't end with them. It lives in your laugh, in your strength, in the way you still choose kindness. That's not weakness. That's living courageously. There's no shame in missing someone. There's no shame in loneliness. But don't let the silence convince you that your life has paused. Because as long as your heart beats, you have more to give. Not just to others, but to yourself. You deserve moments of peace, of connection, of joy. And those aren't things of the past. They're seeds you can still plant today. Even in your pain, you can grow something beautiful. You already have. So if your days feel slow and your nights feel long, remember that this season of your life isn't empty. It's sacred. It's quieter, yes. But sometimes the most powerful things happen in the quiet. Let this be your permission to breathe again, to hope again, to laugh without guilt, to love without fear. And if this message touched your heart, comment below. Asterisk, asterisk, I'm still growing. When was the last time someone told you you're beautiful? Not because of how you look, but because of who you are. Because of how your eyes still light up when you talk about something you love. Because of how your hands have held decades of life. Because of the way you still care, still try, still show up. You may not see it, but it's there. Every wrinkle is a poem. Every gray hair is a thread of wisdom. Every scar is proof that you've lived. You, my friend, are living art. But I know, mirrors don't always feel kind. You look and wonder, where did that young version of me go? She's still there. He's still there. Just softer now. More knowing. More compassionate. The world taught you things your younger self never could have imagined. And that learning, that depth, made you luminous. Even if no one says it out loud, you don't need to be young to be radiant. You just need to be real. Real with your emotions. Real with your presence. Real with your desires. Because yes, you're allowed to still want things. To want connection, joy, love, adventure. They didn't put an expiration date on your dreams. So don't you dare write yourself off. There's a mirror in your soul that still shines. Look into it. You'll see someone extraordinary. So the next time you doubt your worth, pause, close your eyes, and feel the weight of all you've survived, all you've learned, all you've become. Then open your heart and open your life. Let the world see who you truly are. Not less than before, but more than ever. And if this made you feel seen, comment below. Asterisk, asterisk. I am still becoming. They told you purpose was only for the young, that after retirement, after kids, after life should slow down and fade out. But that's not how souls work. Souls don't retire. They seek meaning. They crave connection. And deep inside, you still want to feel useful, to feel part of something. You don't want to just exist. You want to matter. And guess what? You do. More than ever. You have more to give than you realize. A smile that changes someone's day, a story that inspires, a presence that calms, a piece of wisdom that could change a life. You don't need a career or a spotlight to be impactful. You just need to be present, to be you, fully. And every day you wake up, that's another chance to pour a little light into the world. Light only you can give. Your purpose isn't behind you. It walks with you. In every word you speak with kindness, in every act of love, big or small, you are still writing your legacy. And no matter what others said, you are not in life's ending. You are in life's most meaningful phase, one where you choose what matters and let go of what doesn't. One where every step is sacred, because now, it's done with intention. So, if you're wondering what your purpose is now, maybe it's just to be the proof that life doesn't end at 70. It evolves. That hearts don't stop dreaming. They dream wiser. That purpose has no expiration date. You're here for a reason. And if this message awakens something in you, write in the comments, I still have purpose. Because you do, and it's waiting to be lived.